Hello students, how are you all? I hope everything is fine with you. So, as this is my first class, so I want to introduce myself to you. So, my name is Ruksar and I'll be taking English for you. Okay, so now I want all the students to take your textbooks and keep it in front of you. So, and while explaining the lesson, if you have any doubts, you can just mark down the words which you don't understand, and then later when you return back to the college, at that time if you want, you can clarify your doubts. So without wasting time, let me start with the new chapter, that is Oru Manushyan. Oru Manushyan was written by Waikom Muhammad Bashir. So before beginning the lesson, I just want to just read out the paragraph which is there in the page number 36, a note on the author. We shall begin with a note on the author. So, Waikom Muhammad Bashir, he was born in the year 1908 and died in the year 1994. He is a well-known Malayalam short story writer and novelist. He is known for his sympathetic portrayal of the joys and sorrows of ordinary life. His stories have been translated into English and various Indian languages. He was an honorary fellow of the Sahitya Academy in the year 1970. He was the recipient of the Central Sahitya Academy Award and Padma Shri in 1982. So this is a note on the author. You just go through it. Okay, he was born in the year 1908 and he died in the year 1994. He was very well-known Malayalam short story writer. Okay, and also a novelist. And he is well-known books which he have written in his story. They all are the main theme of those poems are on the sorrows, the sympathetic portrayal of the joys and sorrows of the ordinary life. So he hasn't written any views of the political or psychological or about the society. The main theme of his works would be the joys and the sorrows, the happiness and the sadness of a person in the ordinary life. And then his works, many of the stories have been translated into many other languages, that is English and other Indian languages. So Waikom Muhammad Bashir, he was an honorary fellow of Sahitya Academy in the year 1970. He was the member of this academy, and also along with this he has got 2 awards, that is Central Sahitya Academy Award and Padma Shri in the year 1982. So this is a note on the author. So after this I want you to open your text and begin with the chapter. Yes, we'll begin with the lesson Oru Manushyan, which is written by Waikom Muhammad Bashir. So here Oru Manushyan means a human being. Okay, as this is Malayalam, he was a Malayalam writer, isn't it? So this lesson also, this thing also he has written in Malayalam and it's been translated into English and it is prescribed for you. So here Oru Manushyan means a human being. This lesson, it's an autobiographical narration. Okay, here the writer Waikom Muhammad Bashir, he has said you about all his personal life experiences, the struggles, the incident which happened in his life. Okay, so without wasting time, let me start with the lesson. So according to you, how a good human should be? Okay, the very first thing, when a good human being, the word comes into your mind, then the very first thing which comes into your mind is he should be having good manners, his behavior should be good, he should be generous, he should be kind hearted. Okay, he should help the people who are very needy. Okay, he shouldn't have much of attitude in him, and also he should understand others' feelings and should not hurt others, and also he shouldn't criticize anybody. Okay, these are the main things, main characters which a good human being should contain. Okay, he shouldn't have any of the attitude in him that why should I help and help the other people, why should I go there, why should I do this. These all the things are all negative things. These all should never, a good human being will never have these things. Okay, a good human being should have the qualities of helping each other. He should be very much kind, he should be humble, he should respect others. Okay, so in the same way, let me begin with the lesson here. You have no definite plans. You are wandering around far away from home. You have no money with you. You do not know the local language. You can speak English and Hindustani, but very few people know either of these languages. This can lead you in many predicaments. Many adventures can befall you. So here the writer is telling you that you do not have any definite plans. So he is telling his situation. If you are there in that situation, what you would do? Suppose you don't have any definite plans and you are very far away from your home and you are just wandering from here and there, and you don't have even money also with you, and then he says you do not know the local language. Okay, you are not in your country, you have been to some other country to in search of a for work, for job. So this person, that is Waiko Muhammad Bashir, here tells his experiences that even he used to go to other place in search of job, in search of work. So he says here, when you don't have any definite plans and you will be wandering from here and there, that too very far from your home, and you do not know the local language of that city or country, then you don't have money. You can only speak English and Hindustani. Here English and Hindustani means, English, as you know, it's a universal language, so everybody knows it. Hindustani, here it will be referred that he is an Indian. Okay, so when you only know the language English and Hindustani, but at the same time the people know either of these languages, but at the same time the people who are staying there in that place, they don't know these both the languages. Then this land, these all the things, so whatever he said, these all the situations will lead you into predicaments. Predicaments means it will lead you in a very difficult situation. Okay, you will be in a very difficult situation. Predicament means difficult situation or tight spot. Okay, though these all things will come to you, at that time you will be suffering from a very difficult situation, and many of the adventures can befall you. Okay, many of the adventures will happen to you, the new things will happen to you while these all things will be going on. Okay, next, you find yourself caught in a dangerous situation. A total stranger rescues you. Even after years pass by, you will sometimes remember the man and wonder why he did so. And when these all difficult situation comes to you, okay, when these all the adventure things will be happening, newly happening into your life, and at the same time what happens is you will be in a very dangerous situation. You will be caught in that difficult situation, and there a stranger will come to you and he will rescue you. Okay, a stranger will come, the person who doesn't know who you are, from where you have come, he'll just come there and he will help you. Okay, if the person comes like this, a stranger comes and helps to you, you will never forget that stranger. Okay, so many years also will pass, but you are never going to forget that person, and you will remember that person in your whole life. So I guess the same thing, what the things here author is telling to us, if you are there in this situation, what you are going to do. So these all things, no, it has been happened to the author itself. So he is telling his experiences. Okay, so after this, after telling that if this situation would come to you, what would you do, he is asking us. There might be many of the answers. Okay, if it was a offline class, I would ask you the questions and I would get a beautiful answers from you all students, isn't it? So as this is online class, so only one way conversation will be. So I just want to continue with the lesson without wasting time. Let us say it is I, not you, who remembers the man. So now, as I said, this is an autobiographical narration, no? So here author is telling, instead of telling to you now, let me tell all the situation by using a pronoun I. Okay, and I remember the same thing. These all things had happened to me also. Even I used to travel from one place to another in search of job, and I used to do the job in other place, and there I had a difficult situation, and there a stranger came and rescued me. He helped me in the rescuing. He just rescued me from this difficult situation, and I had come out from that difficulty, he says. So I hope till now whatever I have said you have understood. Okay, so as we have time limit, only some few minutes video can be made. So the other part I'll be continuing in my next video. Till that, you just read the lesson. Okay, whatever you understand, you just keep it to yourself. I am there, I'll be helping you in explaining the whole lesson, and when you come back, you can ask me the questions whichever you do not understand. Okay students, take care. Thank you.